Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is your Modern Tech Breakdown. Today I'm revisiting some California legislation that continues to creep forward towards becoming a law. Let's jump into it. Watchers of this channel will remember that I covered this bill a week or two ago, and at that time I criticized it as being anything but, quote, light touch, as the bill's sponsor called it. To be specific, this bill puts several requirements on AI builders, including documentation requirements, external auditors, new liabilities for AI companies, creates 2 new government agencies. All of this because we are supposed to be terrified that chatbots are going to take over the world. Right now, we're using AI to make images of Mickey Mouse smoking a cigarette and drinking a beer. Call me less than concerned for the moment. Well, as I predicted, this bill continues towards passage and has cleared through the California State Assembly's Appropriations Committee. A full vote is expected by the end of August. Now, apparently there were some amendments. Let's take a look and see if perhaps the bill was somehow improved. I'll read a section from this New York Times article. The bill would no longer create a new agency for AI safety, instead shifting regulatory duties to the existing California Government Operations Agency, and companies would be liable for violating the law only if their technologies caused real harm or imminent dangers to public safety. Previously, the bill allowed for companies to be punished for failing to adhere to safety regulations, even if no harm had yet occurred. So instead of a new agency, the bill would empower an existing agency. Right, that's definitely not an improvement. That's just shifting the chairs around a bit. Also, it seemed that some penalties are for failing to adhere to some of the aspects of the legislation have been removed. Yeah, call me skeptical, but just give it some time. They'll be complaining that companies aren't adhering to their standards, and then poof, follow-up legislation will appear and the penalties will be back in place. As I mentioned previously, if this legislation passes, it'll merely be the first draft. California politicians will be back at it with round 2 in no time. So let's see how the AI industry responded to these changes. A Google spokesperson said the company's previous concerns still stand. Anthropic said it was still reviewing the changes. OpenAI and Meta declined to comment on the amended bill. So this kind of tells me that the amendments that were made to the bill were not at the request of these companies. It was at the request of lawmakers. Let's scroll down a little bit more. There's another reaction down here at the very bottom. Lauren Wagner, an investor and researcher who has worked for both Google and Meta, said the amended version of the bill was an improvement, but she argued that the regulation of AI should be a federal issue, not something for state lawmakers. This seems like something the federal government should take on, she said. This is not light touch. Well, I don't know who Lauren Wagner is, but she said exactly what I said when I first looked at this bill. The bill's sponsor has repeatedly been saying light touch, and that's an absolute lie. A politician who lies, oh, I can't believe it. What a surprise. But at the end of the day, as I expected, this bill continues onward towards passing by the end of August. Unless these big firms start flexing their local lobbying muscle, I think this is going to pass. Then it may become an issue for the courts to decide if one state can regulate AI for the rest of the country. But that's all I have on this topic for today. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.